EPA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for April 14th, 2025. It is Monday. We're back to work, and Kinsley's Family Market in Broadheadsville, Monroe County, Pennsylvania, sponsors the Monday video forecast. Spring into backyard bliss at Kinsley ShopRite. The season of sunshine, sizzle, and fresh blooms is here, and they have everything you need to bring your backyard to life. Add a pop of color with vibrant spring flowers and fresh mulch. Upgrade your outdoor space with patio sets, Adirondack chairs in 9 different colors, gazebos, grills, and umbrellas, and much more. Your backyard paradise is just a cart away, only at Kinsley ShopRite, your hometown store for everything spring. They are Kinsley ShopRite, proud longtime sponsor of the Monday video forecast. So today, we're going to have a cold front approaching the region, so it's going to be milder. I'll tell you what, this weekend we had, pretty interesting weather. With snow, of course, and that occurred Friday night and Saturday morning, and then continued during the day in parts of the higher elevations of that received the snow. And we had some areas getting, it was mostly higher elevations. Some of the lower elevation spots that got into a little bit of snow got coating here or there, coating to an inch or inch and a half, something like that. But then when you got up to the higher elevations, we had several inches of snow. When you got to places like Mount Pocono, all the way up into northern New Jersey, so wasn't unexpected. We did send alerts for it. We just didn't make a public map for it because we're not in season for that. We have too many outdoor clients going right now, and there's just no time for stuff like that. So we knew it was going to be an elevation-dependent storm. We communicated that social media. I do think we are going to be past that now. We are going to have some cooler temperature risks this week, but cooler relative to average and not as cold as it was this past week. Okay, so I think it's the last week of that, though. I think we're going to take a step forward going forward here, okay? We're going to discuss that here in today's video. Today is that cold front moving toward the region, so we actually have a very weak and subtle warm front moving through the region this morning. So you're going to have more clouds and sun this morning, and then partly to mostly cloudy skies this afternoon. And then kind of like how yesterday started, mostly cloudy in the morning, then you had some breaks of sun in the afternoon, but it wasn't like full sunshine or anything. But we have this cold front moving toward the regions. Clouds are going to re-increase again. You're going to have some scattered showers coming through during the overnight, and further south there could be some thunderstorms with this. So let's get over the NAM high res future simulated radar. I'm starting this off at 9 p.m. You see it's all the way in western Pennsylvania here at this point, so this will be like a late evening arrival here in places like Lock Haven, Williamsport, and the Harrisburg region and points west. Okay, it will be after 11 o'clock there, but it doesn't get into the eastern areas until we get to around midnight or just after. So these will be showers there, but you see along the southern areas here, there are some chances for thunderstorms in these particular areas, and it might extend up to about, I would say, below I-78 is the best chance, and the reason for that is this is a look at the thunderstorm composite index. Okay, this is the K index, as you see in the upper left hand corner there. I just move this forward. You see these reds and oranges are, I mean, that's where your best potential is, where the thunderstorms are rolling across the region. So I think you got thunderstorms that's going to be in our far southern areas, and that's what the NAM is kind of hinting at, where you have a little bit more instability to work with and a little bit better chance. But once you get up above I-78, which kind of runs like this, it's a lot less. Okay, not saying you can't see a rumble of thunder up there, but organized thunderstorm activity, probably not severe, but we're looking at the best chance being further south as that line moves through. So, and that's shown here with these darker images, or the yellows and reds that are showing up here. There are most likely some thunderstorms moving across here on either side of midnight. So that comes through with the initial batch. And then we have some additional showers that'll continue into the late overnight period before this moves off by early Tuesday morning in our far eastern areas. Okay, that moves off the coast. And then after that point, we might have a stray shower in the afternoon here on Tuesday as a secondary cold front approaches. So the first one it approaches is tonight. We're going to be mild today. You see tomorrow above me, it's you see the windy icon, so we'll get to that in a second too. But it's not really cold tomorrow. Like, it's looking at, we got a 55 to 65 degree spread. It's a vast spread because you get to places in the interior here, it's going to be a little bit cooler. Further southeast, it'll be a little bit warmer. That's just the nature of the business when you have a cold front moving through the region. Okay, that's reinforcing cold front's going to move through Tuesday night. Okay, overnight. And then after that, we're going to remain breezy on Wednesday. So here's what the winds look like on Wednesday. It really starts picking up on Tuesday afternoon. A lot of 15 to 25s here, some peaks to 30. Then when we get to the evening and overnight, you get some peaks that may in a few spots reach a 30 to 35 range. Okay, and that's going to go straight through the overnight. And then here on Wednesday, again, we're still breezy 15 to 25. So we've got a couple windy, breezy days coming. This is all cold air advection related. We're in between cold fronts the first time. The second one is cold air advection related, which is the reason why we've had so many windy days going all the way back through the winter, because it was a colder than average winter. So that's what happens. When you have cold air advecting into a region, it's not, you can't just go from 50 or 60s down to 50 the next day and nothing happens. So something has to give in order to bring that in, and it's always going to be wind in that case. Very rarely it's not. So we had a lot of cold air advection events going all the way back through much of this winter, and that's why it was so windy. And everybody's always telling me that, like, wow, is it windier than normal? Well, yeah, because it's been colder than normal. No kidding. That's something for me to explain, right? But with that, we have colder temperatures setting in here on Wednesday, just one day. And actually, it's going to be slightly below average technically on Thursday, but it'll be much nicer. So Wednesday is going to be either side of 50 degrees. That's a cold day, not quite as cold as it was last week on several of those days. Partly to mostly cloudy and breezy on Wednesday as this trough settles into the region. Thursday, it starts to lift out a little bit, so we get less, in the way of, we're going to be actually on either side of 60 degrees on Thursday, but normal highs for this time of year are 60 to 65, so we're slightly below average, even though it's going to be a pretty nice day on Thursday with mostly sunny skies. And then we continue to rebound as we get into Friday with temperatures in the mid to upper 60s, maybe in a few spots hitting 70 in our southeastern areas by Friday. Okay, but we are looking at the rest of the week here, mostly sunny here on Thursday. Friday is going to be a partly cloudy day. We have another cold front that's going to be approaching Saturday, and then you could have a few afternoon showers with this. There's just a little bit more in the interior. We'll go to the next frame, and it kind of falls apart. So there's not a lot of precipitation. Don't get excited about, oh, here we go again with ruining the weekends thing with rain. I don't think it's going to ruin your Saturday completely. Just a couple passing showers in the afternoon. Not a total washout here, certainly here on Saturday. And then we're back to partly cloudy skies or partly to mostly sunny skies as high pressure builds in overhead for Sunday, but temperatures are going to come down a little bit. So we're going to build up until this cold front moves through on Saturday. We're going to build up to that, and temperatures are going to be, like I said, Thursday, either side of 60 degrees, probably upper 50s near 60. And then Friday, we're looking at mid to upper 60s to near 70, so a 65 to 70 degree range on Friday, maybe getting slightly above 70 on Saturday ahead of this cold front until that moves through, and then we're back into the lower 60s here Sunday. Still pretty nice, but I do think going forward, and this is an important thing when I was talking about these temperatures here, you get this warmer shot that comes through ahead of that cold front Saturday. This cool shot here, it's only showing about 3 degrees below average. Yes, that is slightly below average, but at that time, average highs are in the middle 60s. So if it's in the lower 60s, still nice, right? It's not like it's getting, we're going back in the 40s again, like we were last week. But I do think more consistent. We have this in a long range outlook. I know not many people really pay attention to long range outlooks. I see the numbers this time of year as compared to the winter. Everybody cares about when's the next snowstorm coming and when's the next storm signal. So I see the numbers coming down from the viewership standpoint of the long-range outlook. So if you did miss that, week 4 of this month, which starts the 21st and goes through the 28th, that entire week there, it looks pretty warm, okay? That's a warmer than average week, and it continues to look warmer than average. And I did that long-range outlook on Friday, listed the entire week slightly above average. So if you're looking at more consistently nice, like warmer, milder temperatures, even if it is slightly above average for this time of year, it's going to be during that week, I think. And then we'll probably be near average as we head toward the end of the month, which isn't too bad either. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchers. That is your outlook for April 14th, 2025. Have a great Monday.